We don't need credit card accounts.
Okay.
We actually don't need bills. We don't need credit cards accounts.
Okay.
Because all we need to do is identify them by name and address. And then we need 6 months pay stubs, or if you're self-employed,
Brian Alexander.
Jay, it's good to see you here.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Words right out of my mouth. It's good to see you as well. Hey, we've been going through this bankruptcy series, and I think it's helping a lot of people. And now I think if you get to this section, you're really at the point where you've made a decision on whether or not you're going to file for bankruptcy. So the question I have for you: what are the things that you really need to get together to make that process go as smooth as possible?
What I tell people is you need to get together 3 years of taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, we're in 2022, so they'll look back, say 2019, 2020, 2021. So
and if you don't have 3 years,
then we can get it ready,
Okay.
but they'll want to see that those years get filed before the case is over.
Okay.
We need 6 months bank statements on all of your accounts, including any accounts with your kids or your parents or your ex that you're still on with.
Okay.
If you're still on an account, we're going
Right.
to need those statements for the bank accounts.
Okay.
We don't need credit card accounts.
Okay.
We actually don't need bills. We don't need credit cards accounts.
Okay.
Because all we need to do is identify them by name and address. And then we need 6 months pay stubs, or if you're self-employed, you'll need to make up at least a simple spreadsheet showing what you've made and what your expenses have been month
Okay.
by month.
Okay.
A lot of people are doing Uber and Lyft. So this is what I'm dealing with a lot lately is just
Right.
that we've got to get people to make a simple profit and loss
Gotcha.
spreadsheet. With those, the only other thing that we'll need other than the papers that I'm going to go through with the client when they come in is you need to take an online credit counseling class.
Okay.
There's a bunch of providers out there. I'm not super particular about any of them, although there's some that we work with more than others.
No, is that local to Nevada, or is that something that's all? It doesn't matter. If
That's everywhere.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's pretty much that's going to be every court. You're going to need to take that online credit counseling class before you file.
Mm.
There's a second class. It takes about an hour.
Okay.
All it does is it goes over basics about banking and credit.
Okay.
What's a bank account? What's an interest rate? What's a
Okay.
checking account? How
Right.
do you go through those things? It's very simple. And the more important thing is that at the end, it emails you a certificate that says you sat through it. That's all you got to do.
Gotcha.
So you're looking at an hour and 15 minutes. You get that certificate. So we need those things to get the case ready for filing. Once we have that with my questionnaire done, we run your credit report for you. So we'll run a 3-bureau report, and then that puts it into the software for me. Then it takes me about 3 to 4 days to get the rest of the paperwork complete that you'll come in and sign. Once we sign it, then we file it with the court electronically, and you're in bankruptcy.
Cool.
So
Cool.
6 months bank 6 months bank statements,
Right.
6 months pay stubs, or profit and loss, 3 years taxes, credit counseling class.
If you don't have the taxes, you still have to file.
You'll have to file them later. We can
Right.
file the bankruptcy first, but the bankruptcy court trustee will want to make sure that you're current on your tax filings
Okay.
before the case is done.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right.